Welcome to Never Show the Monster. I'm Kelly Attaway.
I'm Chelsea Hollander.
And today we are talking about the movie Truth or Dare from the year 2018. When it came time to watch this movie, I had to frantically text Chelsea, like, wait, which one are we watching? Because there were so many on IMDb by this name. And this is continuing our theme of party games. Y'all know this one. Y'all have played Truth or Dare. Did you... Well, wait, hold on. Before we get into the movie,
Yes.
I have information for you.
Okay.
You know I'm going to the Mothman Festival in a couple weeks.
Yes.
I have begun the original Mothman book by Gray Barker. Whew, she got there. Which is called The Silver Bridge. You remember, that's the name of the bridge that collapsed. And
Yep.
I think I told you a little bit about this book in our Mothman episode. I had not read it at the time. Still haven't. I'm only on chapter 3. But this is the book that I'm so excited about because what I have heard is that every other chapter is like interview with a townsperson who was there when the bridge collapsed, followed by a chapter from the perspective of an ultra-terrestrial.
Oh.
I haven't gotten there yet.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's going to be weird. But the reason I wanted to bring it up is because in the foreword, one of the people who was in Point Pleasant at the time of the collapse, he was a little kid at the time. He's now clearly obsessed with aliens. And he was talking about the Maury Island incident.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
It's a big one. People know it. Ties into Mothman.
So, for this movie, did you like it?
I thought it was bad. What did you think?
Okay, good. I did too. I felt the same, and I'm trying to find the review that I saw on IMDb that was exactly what it was. And this was my second time watching the movie. So I watched it today, and I watched it when it came out. I watched it in theaters, and it was not a movie that I wanted to see. And it's also a movie that made me almost not watch Smile. So
yeah, I can see how that would have happened. Absolutely.
yeah, because I was like, I don't want to watch another movie like that because no. And whenever you would text me about it last night, I was like, maybe I don't remember it. Maybe it'll be better. And I watched it. I was like, no, I feel exactly the same.
It's bad.
And the review was, I've seen worse movies, but I'm going to forget this in a couple weeks.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, that is accurate. Like, you can tell that people kind of tried.
Yeah.
But it's just not good.
It's not good. And
It's
like,
just not.
sometimes we'll watch a movie that we don't love and we can still be like, the cast did a great job.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to remind you guys of times where that's happened.
Where we've said that.
So we can all collectively think back fondly. I think Lucy Hale did okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you know who did great? Giselle.
Giselle. Was she the girl, the blonde girl?
No, her name is Marky. No, Giselle is in the
Marky.
movie for, I don't know, probably 30 to 45 seconds total.
Oh, okay. The one from the beginning?
Yep.
Yeah, she did do good. If the movie was
great.
more about her. Also, Carter/Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have wanted their backstory. If they could have done the prequel to it, I would have liked that more than I think the movie that we got.
Oh, they're never getting the money for a prequel.
Well, I hope
That's
not.
happening.
If they do, give it to someone else.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they can find a bunch of scabs. Maybe this could be a scab movie.
Don't joke about that. I stand with the WGA. And
I do too.
everybody else who's currently striking. I haven't heard of a single strike where I've been like, get back to
I'm
work.
against this. What about oh no, they don't. Because I was thinking of the police union, but they don't strike because they get everything they want.
Oh, yeah. I feel like they only strike when it's like
The producer of
shitty,
Happy Death Day and Get Out? Sorry. I'm so sorry.
I know.
Why? That's not fair.
You've spoiled the tagline of the movie,
I'm so sorry.
which is the producer of Happy Death Day and Get Out dares you to play. Horrible. Do you know what that tagline says to me?
That's not
We
fair.
got nothing. This movie's bad. Here are the cool people. Like, you can't. Don't name drop in your tagline.
While I was watching this movie, Ryan came into the room. And I was just like, honestly, right now, I just really want to be watching Happy Death Day, and this is not it.
I almost put it on when I finished.
You're like, I need a palate cleanser.
Yeah. Well, and it came up in the like recommended for you. I was like, that
like,
is
it's a perfect
recommended for me. Yeah. Yeah. But oh God, how many people watched Truth or Dare on a whim, and then it comes up like recommended because you watch this movie, Happy Death Day, and they've been like, well, I'm not watching that. This was a piece of shit. Like,
there's a good chance I was that person.
oh no.
Like, I feel like there were a handful of movies that I was like, oh, okay, so they're making movies like this now.
Yeah.
I have no desire to watch them. I don't know. Like, it's, and they said it was inspired by that Snapchat filter too. And I was like,
oh, which, yeah. And there's even one of the characters in the movie does mention something like that. Like, oh, you're describing a Snapchat filter. And I was like, that's not going to age well. Like,
no.
Like, you knew, feels like you know that this movie's disposable right now.
Yeah. And it had it had a cast of people that were at the time moderately famous. Like, you have Lucy Hale, Tyler Posey from Teen Wolf, right?
Oh.
I don't know. Everybody loves him.
Okay.
And the girl who played Marky was also in God Friended Me. I always talk about the show God Friended Me on this podcast. Like it's my favorite show, but really just stellar cast.
Yeah, I'm squirreling away all those clips for a supercut.
Oh God.
Okay, Marky was in God Friended Me.
Yeah, she played one of the main characters. So I already was like endeared to her. It's a TV show where God Facebook friends
okay.
someone and they have to help people.
Oh, it's like
Joan of Arcadia type thing.
True Calling.
Oh.
That newspaper one. Daily. Daily
Where you got the
Daily
newspaper
Criminals
from the day
to catch.
before.
Yeah. No.
Different one?
You what? Wait.
I don't know. What are you talking about?
You said where he got the newspaper from the day before. That doesn't help anything.
From the day ahead.
We always get the newspaper from the day before.
He's just a little, and then he's going trying to follow up with everyone. Hey,
it's a TV show about the
after this
everyman.
happened a couple days ago?
It's just a movie about water cooler talk.
There are many TV shows like that, right?
Oh.
Isn't that what we talked about? That Wings? That's what
Office?
Wings was? Yeah. Just people standing around talking that work somewhere.
You're right. The people do love it. The people do love it. Daily Edition.
That's it. Okay.
There it is. Yeah. I didn't even look that up. That came to me.
Oh.
Somebody's going to write in and be like, that's not what it's called.
That. We're going to call it that from now on. That's what it is in our hearts.
Yep. Oh, okay. So did you know these actors and actresses?
I knew Lucy Hale because I watched Pretty Little Liars. And I knew Tyler Posey because of that one. The other guy, I meant to look him up, the one with the face. You know what I'm talking about.
Tyson?
Yeah, he's got the face. Is that Tyson?
I don't know. I'm not really sure which one has the face.
Tyson. Tyson's got the face.
Oh.
Carter/Sam had, he was in Hemlock Grove, so I knew his face.
Okay. I was trying to place him so hard, and I haven't seen Hemlock Grove, but I wonder if maybe you've sent me content in and around the Hemlock Grove universe.
It is possible. It is definitely
him.
possible. I may have tried to convince you to watch it, but I also didn't finish it, so I can't.
Well.
Whoops.
Yeah, I didn't know any of these people. I looked up Lucy Hale and was like, she was in Scream 4.
Oh, yeah. And Tyler Posey was in Scream, the TV series.
Oh, I definitely didn't finish that.
Yeah, I didn't start it.
Well, it wasn't.
I need to.
It was teen
as long
drama.
as I'm still allowed to watch TV right now. Once the writers or the actors tell me I'm not supposed to watch TV anymore, That's probably the next on my list
I
of
think
in
we
my
can
back.
still watch it and we can still like celebrate them,
Okay,
but
I will do it.
we couldn't like do that on behalf of a student. We couldn't get paid for it without being scabs.
Okay. Good thing we're just not getting paid.
Gillian Flynn is doing a thing during the writer strike where every day she celebrates a writer of a different classic movie, or not even classic necessarily, but like something that she loves. And it's just nice to see like, it's such a quiet way to display how impactful writers and directors are. Like these huge pieces of art that you know and can recognize from a single still, even if you haven't seen the movie, because you know the like cultural impact. Like,
Oh, yeah.
that's a beautiful thing to celebrate and a nice thing to be reminded, especially when those people are like just trying to make enough money to get health insurance.
Yeah.
Don't know anybody else in the cast.
Yeah, I don't know anybody else outside of the ones that we just mentioned.
Was Marky good in God Friended Me?
Yeah, I mean, I liked her, but it's just like a fun half-hour sitcom or something.
Is
Like
she
it's not
bubbly
a
in it?
sitcom. Not super bubbly, but she's like, I think she's the love interest. I can't remember. Love interest, but friend, accidental, but then it wasn't about God. I don't know. I also, you know how I don't understand, names and pronunciations and letters. I saw that Jillian Jacobs was the writer for it, and then I was like, what? And then I looked it up, and it was not that one.
Okay. And Gillian Jacobs is the other one. Who's the other one? Was she in Community, or is that a... Okay.
She's with a G. This one was with a J. And I was like, that's weird. And I looked it up, and I was like, okay, good. I was like, I don't want to be disappointed because I love Britta.
Yeah.
There were like, I don't know. It could have been, it had potential. Like the idea of the story had potential, and how it could have gone, I think could have gone better. Like, I don't know. I'm just going to say like a lot until it makes sense.
Okay. So for the listener, if you haven't seen this movie, you can pretty much guess what it is from the name. Truth or Dare? You get it. It is a little more than that. It's a group of 20s, not yet 20, probably.
Yeah, probably not probably 1920.
They're in college. They're about to graduate college. It's like their last big spring break together. And so they drive down to Mexico and crawl through a hole in a fence that they clearly should not be crawling through, and find themselves in like a pretty spooky haunted place where they are entered into a game of truth or dare with a demon who is so messy. This bitch lives for drama. Like, I think that here is where the movie needed to pick a lane. Like, if you want like a super messy demon pulling the strings on Truth or Dare and making you like tell your crush you have a crush, then like you need to like lean into that. And this demon needs to be like calling you on the phone and being like, so what are you wearing? Like, we need like a different that's a different movie. Having like a real truly evil demon, you can't be scared of a real evil demon who's like, show her your penis. Like,
yeah.
Like, come on.
Like, it's like 50-50 on the dares and the truths of what it.
Yeah.
But it's also not like they escalate. At first I was like, oh, they're going to escalate. But really, some of them just get really escalated ones and some of them don't at all.
There was like whiplash. Yeah. Like, okay. So I did read that, oh gosh, the director who is also credited as a writer, what's his name? Jeff Wadlow. I did read that he pitched this movie to Blumhouse on the title and the description of the opening scene alone.
The opening scene, once again, if we had gotten the prequel of Giselle and what happened with her, maybe.
Yeah, the opening scene is cool. Like, this gal who's clearly strung out on the run comes into a gas station. Oh, and this was fun. Did you catch the brand of cigarettes that she was trying to buy?
read on the trivia. I didn't
Oh, you
catch
read
it
the
myself.
trivia?
Yeah.
I didn't read the trivia. I'm so excited to learn more because is this a good one? Did the cast have fun, or was it like a Super Mario Brothers situation?
I didn't get any from that.
Okay.
It was two people went on a date.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, I don't know which ones they are. Tyler Posey went on a date with one of the people. That's about it. I didn't
could be any of them.
Oh no, I think they did have fun. All of the videos at the beginning of them that was like a montage of their trip. Mm-hmm. That was actually a trip they took together to bond.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So then I'm excited to hear more trivia. No, I just was so excited. She ordered Morley's, and for a moment I was like, I couldn't place it. I was like, that's a famous cigarette. What is that from? Was it in like The Aviator or something? Like I couldn't place it. That's what the smoking man smokes in the X-Files. Aw.
I'm shocked it took you any time at all because I was like, oh, Kelly's going to know this immediately.
I think probably because I've just like heard it so many times. Like I grew up watching the X-Files, so I just thought that was like
normal cigarettes.
Like I just thought that it was a real brand. Nope. Made up. Love it. And then the movie doesn't take a turn plot wise so much as my interest wanes pretty rapidly. So the reason I was asking about Marky in God Friended Me and whether she was bubbly is because I do not believe her at all as the like edgy friend.
Oh, she wasn't edgy.
In this?
But she also wasn't bubbly. No.
I mean in
this. Yeah, in this she was edgy, but in God Friended Me she wasn't edgy at all.
Yeah,
she was just like a kind friend.
Perfect.
Figure.
I bet she does that great.
And she did well. Yeah, she did very well.
Yeah, I was not buying it in this movie.
Yeah.
I wonder maybe if they had swapped them.
I think that's the edgier
possible.
One.
I think that makes more sense. But so Marky and Olivia are like BFF forever, and seems like Marky has to get Olivia out of her cage, and she's been doing just fine. And Olivia is like sweet, timid, mousy, never stands up for herself.
She gets called out for that.
She gets fully
by a complete stranger.
And then she's like, ooh la la, let me follow you into a creepy abandoned building in the middle of the night.
Mm-hmm. Choices.
Would you do that? Would you follow? Would you go? Would you crawl through a weird hole in a fence into an abandoned mission and then play truth or dare with a stranger so that you are playing for your immortal soul?
So me right now, obviously not. Me when I was 19, maybe.
I think I'm more likely to do it now than I was at 19, if I'm being super honest. I sucked at 19, dude.
Well, my feeling was like, I am incapable of staying away. Whenever they were like, oh, let's go find another bar, I was like, for the love of God, go to bed. I was just so tired watching it. I was like, I know that it's only like 15 minutes into the movie, but I'm already, they're like, oh, we got to go find an all-night bar. And I was like, or you could just go to bed.
Well, I think that what you were tapping into is that it was their last night in Mexico. This is the end of spring break.
They should be extra tired.
That's what I'm saying. I would have been run ragged by that point.
But I feel like, and then they end up, he's like, oh, it's just a 45-minute hike or something. And he's like, but don't worry, it's totally worth it. And I was like, no. Because then it's 45 minutes there, then it's 45 minutes back. You're going to be so tired.
I cannot.
And I'm just like logistically trying to think of everything. And I was like, by the time you get back to the hotel, when do you have to check out? Will you get enough sleep before you have to drive back in the morning? Absolutely
that's right,
not.
They drove.
This is why me now couldn't do it, because I would be thinking of every step along the way. I'd be like, no, because this.
Yeah, no, I'd be like, second location.
Oh my God.
Not the hike, though. If they were like, let's go out
in the
where
dark.
People don't know where you are with a stranger at a weird location, there could be anything there. I'm not even thinking demons. I'm thinking
Murderers?
I wasn't even thinking murderers. I was
Snakes.
genuinely thinking like other boys who are
Mice?
annoying.
Oh, that's fair.
Because he totally negged her. I was like, boo, don't go with him. You've got to be way cuter to neg me and then get me to hike 45 minutes on the beach.
Wait, was it on a beach? I might go 45 minutes on a beach. Beaches are nice to walk on, right? Nope.
No, it's
Do sharks
hard.
come out at night?
Not up onto the beach. What? Sorry, what was your question?
So let's talk about Jaws. No.
Yeah, I don't know. This becomes like such a teen fight. The whole movie is just teens fighting.
Yeah.
And not even...
But not like bodies where it's fun and funny.
No. Yeah, no, it's very
Yeah.
serious. This is a drama.
Yeah. And you're
The
like,
stakes
why?
are so high all the time. And that first... I think it was the first question when they started Truth or Dare.
Oh, yeah. That was the end of the movie. Right? Oh.
Well, yeah, it was sort of
Spoiler,
the whole
everyone.
movie. Yeah. Yeah, the question was like, it was the trolley problem. It was like if
Yeah.
aliens showed up in this room and the choices were they kill us, but the rest of the world is safe, or they kill everybody in the town, but we escape. That, yeah, trolley problem. And I was like, boy, we're being pretty heavy handed. Like we're setting it out straight like in the first, like we're setting it up in the setup with words. We're not like revealing it slowly as we go. Here's the whole movie. Trolley problem.
Yeah.
But I did think it was funny that like we start out the movie with the two best friends, Marky and Olivia, being like, it's us against the world. One dickhead comment and their whole friendship is crumbling.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah, it was not good.
Are we okay? Would a dickhead comment break up our friendship?
No.
That's
But
good.
I
We probably shouldn't have a
also-
podcast if that were the case, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like with this movie, like, oh, I was going to jump ahead to like the ending. So I'm going to wait.
That's fine.
I'm going to hold
Jump
it
ahead.
off.
Okay.
Well, like, maybe no one's friendship should be that powerful because I'm going to be real. They should have taken one for the team.
I agree.
They should have taken one for the team.
like,
Fuck them.
yeah. So at the end, so little Olivia has like a little YouTube following. And so the rules of the game are that once you're invited in, you're like in it. And so they live stream asking everybody in the world to play the game, which I guess like now it's a pretty long time before your turn comes again.
Yeah.
But how many people are going to die because you gotta just die. You gotta just let the demon take you. So, I'm glad that you brought that up because I was like, did I like miss a rule that since the person who started this died, does that mean that it's just like free roaming now?
I don't know. I don't think it would be. I think somebody would have to go play a game in that place.
But
and
you
then
think
it could
he's stuck in the place?
I think it'd be stuck in the place. Because you had to play the game there and she had to broadcast from that place in order for that to work.
Yeah. That's
so
true.
I think that in the end they would have somebody would have to go in there and play a game. So they're like, ugh, who's gonna have to like the coroners go in, they're like, who's gonna do the dead body? Okay, rock, paper, scissors. So like how would that one go? How would rock, paper, scissors be used
trying to
against you?
think.
How could that?
I mean, I think that it would be fun to do it like Final Destination style, where like you're walking into a room and you immediately have to assess like, okay, the terracotta planter is stone technically, so like, do I need to be afraid?
Oh, yeah. So that's going to be what? So then if they hit rock and you go scissors, the terracotta plant hits you,
I guess
takes
so.
you out.
Or is it like a witchcraft?
Does the hand turn into a rock and then crush the face?
Isn't there a Fantastic Four? Isn't that a Fantastic Four? One of the four Fantastics that you're
Is it rock?
describing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The rock, the guy who's a rock. Yeah. Yep. So maybe you would turn into a rock and then crush them. That'd be a hard one to. And then somebody coming up to you, would they also have the smile? Would they be like rock, paper, scissors?
I don't see why not.
Like,
We've used it in 2 movies. Let's throw it into a couple more. See how it goes.
oh my God.
Which was your favorite? Okay, no, we should talk about the weird whiplash of escalation, and then the immediate rollback. Like,
Yeah.
we've got, I don't know. It's scary when we see it in Olivia's real life the first time, I guess. Everybody, like all of these faces are surrounding her, asking her truth or dare. And then she just says a shitty thing. And not even like a shitty thing. She wasn't being mean. She told the truth.
Said what was happening.
She could have lowered her voice. She didn't have to yell it in the library.
She didn't have to.
No. And then we get Ronnie fucking breaking his neck on the edge of a pool table.
Yeah.
Like, that's an intense escalation. And then we get...
Well, his dare was to show the penis.
That's right.
Yeah. So that was his. But even then I was like, that's pretty extreme between like, say this thing, but it might ruin a relationship, then show the penis. And then, yeah, he has to say she says she has a crush. Wait, who has a crush on who? He calls her?
Lucas
calls Olivia and is like, I have it was like, tell her how you feel. It was kind of nice that it was drawn out. I was like, that's kind of sweet, you know? You just tell her how you feel. And you only have to tell it directly to her. You don't have to tell it also to your girlfriend.
Okay, here's my question, though.
Can you tell it to anybody? Can you just go to a stranger and be like, I'm in love with this person? They're like, I don't give a fuck. And you're like, okay,
right.
cool.
Like, cool. Dare accomplished. Because later, Marky gets one, which is her dad on her phone. Like dead dad in a video asking her truth or dare, and she just says it out loud to the phone in an empty diner. Like, so we don't stop calling everybody and just like keep it secret, keep it safe.
Yeah. And I don't know why they don't. We
Make
solved
the demon work for it. Yeah. Make them get more and more specific. No, you have to. No, not like that. You know that's not what I meant. Yeah.
What was the next one after that one?
After which one? Lucas?
Yeah. Oh, she has to break her hand. So that was an escalation. Break her hand. And I was like, that is an escalation.
Yeah, Marky gets dared to break Olivia's hand because she threatened to do so earlier for some reason. I don't remember.
Yeah,
she was overreacting. And I was really thinking, so Marky is like, no, I'm not going to break your hand. That's insane. First of all, she doesn't believe that this truth or dare game is going on. Mm-hmm. I feel like I would believe you. If you came to me and you handed me a hammer and you were like, the truth or dare game is real. If you don't break my hand, you'll die.
Thank you. I was wondering that.
I would believe you. I probably would not break your hand, though. I'd be like, I'm out. I'm giving up so fast. Let it take me.
But I don't need this hand.
You do.
Does it matter which one? It doesn't matter which one. You can take this one.
Thanks. Yeah, no, I'll just go lefty. Yeah, I guess I don't. Do I have to break it hard? I don't have to do hammer.
Like, can you just break like a finger or something? Does it have to be the entire? Yeah, like.
Yeah.
The hammer was pretty extreme, I would say.
The rules are pretty inconsistent. She also, like, Olivia says something to rile Marky up to make her
to get it.
Break her hand. I don't get mad that way. I was like, I cannot think of something you could say that would make me take a hammer to your hand.
I don't want to think about it.
Give it a shot.
I'm not going to think about it. I haven't thought of anything yet, and I don't want to, so I'm not gonna. I
mean, you could make me sad. You could hurt my feelings.
No, I wouldn't.
But I think even then, I'd be like, she's going through something right now. We'll talk about it later.
Could I make you feel so bad for me that you would, like, if I'm like, if I get a knife and I'm like, if you don't break my hand, I'm going to cut my fingers off.
Oh my God.
Could I exchange that? Could that be the exchange?
I think that would be way more effective for sure. Yeah.
Because broken hand, we could probably put it back together. But severed fingers, that'd be a lot harder.
That's going to be hard. That's going to be way hard.
Yeah, please don't make me cut my fingers. It would be more like, I'd be like, don't make me do it. Don't make me do it. So that's how I could do it.
I feel like I still wouldn't take the hammer, though. I'd be like trying to wrestle the knife away from you. So now you have to figure out how to fight in such a way that I accidentally break your hand.
Hold the hammer a certain way and I'll just run into it. I said that like I have like a lot of speed when I run. It would just do nothing.
But maybe it's like a ball peen, so it's got a really sharp point.
Okay, I just like came up with a terrible. This is gonna happen in a movie if it hasn't already happened. You have to hold out the hammer, and then I get into a car and I put my hand out, and then that's how I break my hand.
Oh, you want to go?
No,
the Hereditary route.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yep. That's been. Oh, no.
I don't know, man. It's so hard. So here is the thing about Truth or Dare with a Demon. Is it is very hard to prove your hypotheses, right? Because it's like,
until stuff happens.
If you lie, we kill you. If you don't do the dare, we kill you. If you refuse to play, we kill you. So it's hard to like test the boundaries of that. Mm-hmm. Stakes are pretty high.
The other part was like the guy who had to show his weenie. He like
loved it, first of all.
Yeah, but like, what was Tyler's name? Is his name Tyler? That's not his name. What was the name? Lucas. Lucas, like, it like talked to him for a long time and it burned something in his skin. Like, it convinced him before he did it. But the other guy didn't try to convince him at all. And it was like, well, you fucked up. And that's not fair. They're going really light on Lucas.
So that's true. That is true.
Yeah. Like, the other guy was gonna die no matter what, because the girl just smiled at him weird. He doesn't get attention often, and when he does, it's weird. So
yeah, he was like horny.
He doesn't
for
read
the weird
facial expressions very well. That's not fair.
Here's what I will say in favor of Ronnie.
Okay,
is before he took his wiener out, he announced to the room, "I'm going to show you my wiener." So everybody gets the opportunity. Yeah,
that's kind.
Right. Like, I would rather no wiener in the middle of the bar, but if you're gonna do it, thank you for being conscientious about an announcement.
Yeah, that is kind. That is kind.
Yeah.
But then the other ladies made him rethink it. So the cause of his death was actually the ladies telling him he had a small penis.
That was funny though. Was that the only joke in the movie that landed? It's somebody from the audience is like, "It's not impressive," and he's like, "Is that you, Beth?" And she's like, "No, but Beth agrees." Like, that's.
If they did that more often, I feel like the movie could have been good.
Yeah, it took itself too seriously for such a stupid premise. And I mean, you guys know that I love a stupid premise. Stupid premises are so joyful when you lean into them. And this was like resisting the whole time.
No, this was not good.
The next one is another example of a whiplash de-escalation. That was Brad, and he had to come out to his father, which happens off screen. And he comes back like, "I feel great. That went great."
He's like, "I have it off my chest. I'm not carrying that around anymore. This is awesome." Yeah.
Go. Is this a prank, or like, was that not actually your turn? Are you going to get double turn? Nope.
Is he going to get just like positive things every time? Like,
that would be so funny.
One of them, their life just slowly gets better. Be like, "I dare you to apply to that job you've been looking at for so long."
I dare you to have the confidence in yourself to reach for your dreams.
And you're like, "Oh, okay, I'll do it." So many people would be dead. No.
Oh, yeah, that would never work for me. I dare you to stop feeling guilty. No can do, demon. What was its name? Calyx. Kratom, Calyx, Calyx, Calyx.
Then who was it after that? Oh, it was Tyson because she came after. Yeah, Tyson's was not good.
Yeah, Tyson is this broy med school up and comer about to be in med school. He sadly passes away in the middle of a med school interview, and he's been like writing prescriptions to
I don't know if
children.
sadly passes away is the accurate description of what occurred in that room.
You don't think so?
I mean, I don't think it's
That's not right.
happy, but sadly
I think
passes
somberly.
away
I think
softly, calmly, solemnly.
Oh, it was like the opening of Talk to Me. Pen right to the eye.
Yeah. It was pretty gross. Right to the eye and then bam into the wall.
Yeah. Yikes, a do.
Really getting in there. Poor lady. That is. But then that
Yeah.
reminded me of Smile. And then I was like, man, Smile is such a better movie.
Do you think that is how Smile got started? Like, are
They
these
were
in the
like,
same
this
universe?
could have been good.
She like ended up starting the trauma
Maybe.
demon of Smile. Do you like how I'm just waving my arm like I'm veering down a path?
I see it. I see it.
It was a fork in the road.
I see the journey.
I was Robert Frosting just then. Yeah, that was Tyson. I didn't like him, so
Yeah, so that was
bye.
kind of fine.
Yeah.
But I mean, who do you like, right?
I mean,
Maybe that's what this movie had at its main fault is that they didn't have any likable characters.
I liked Brad.
Yeah, I know which one Brad is. Oh, yeah.
Came out to his dad.
Brad. I did like
Yeah.
Brad.
Here's my one complaint about Brad.
He didn't feel like he fit with the friend group because he didn't suck.
That's part of it, but I think that was poor delivery from the actor. Because
great job, Brad.
if you listen to the lines, they wrote him as the sassy gay best friend, which
But
is
he's
what he
like,
is, who he is, not what.
Yeah.
But he lets every single one of those lines drop. Like he could have been doing, which I know is like a stereotype, so maybe this was a good choice on his part. I don't know, man. But all of those lines, like you can hear everybody loves Beyonce, but delivered, everybody loves Beyonce. Like, give me something, Brad.
I mean, everybody does love Beyonce.
I know, but that's a joyful statement. You don't have to deliver it like it's Tyson's somber death room.
That's fair.
Oh, he had another one that was really good that I can no longer recall, but it was the next one that made me realize, like, oh, he was written totally differently than how it's on screen. But yeah, the next one is Penelope. Oh, and this was new information. She chose truth, but it wouldn't let her. It made her choose dare.
So then she had to walk. She's an alcoholic.
Yeah, big time. Mhm.
Yeah, and she has a bottle of vodka and then has to walk on the roof. But they do a good job keeping her safe, keeping her. And I was like, I mean, this one's a pretty good one as long as you have someone supporting you, and they did. And I was like, this is fine.
Yeah,
And it ended up
fence was stressful.
Yeah,
There was like a pokey fence at the bottom.
but they took
Loved
care
Olivia's
of
quick thinking to drive through it.
it. Yep.
I
Very
did
smart.
feel like she should have communicated that much like Ronnie did about his wiener, because that fence was attached to the building on which drunk-ass Penelope was trying to balance. So feels like we could have said something. But here's what I'm going to say about this one. I think I could do this.
Oh my God.
I think I could do it. Here's why.
Okay.
1, high tolerance. I do drink a lot. 2, she's already puked once tonight and
yeah, she is
gotten a little
puking
bit
a
of
lot.
sleep. So she's already at an advantage. 3, the minute you get out there, you are going to like adrenaline is going to flood your body.
Oh,
you
that's
are going
true.
to snap out of that drunkenness like pretty well. And I think that the big mistake that she was making was that she was trying to drink and walk at the same time. You got to pause for a second. Take a swig. Now take the next step.
Pause, drink, walk.
Yeah.
Pause, drink, walk.
It's just like anytime. It's just like anytime. Or can you walk and drink at the same time? I guess I can.
I think I can.
I'll edit that out.
I think it depends on the beverage receptacle. That's not right. That's not what we call them. That's a trash can. Wait, how do I say words?
Oh, God.
What the beverage is held in. That's a receptacle, right?
That's right.
Okay. If it's a can, I could do that. If it's a bottle, I could do that.
Bottle, yeah. When I asked the question, even though she was drinking out of a vodka bottle, I was imagining a martini glass. I gotta stop to drink out of those. But yeah, a bottle would have been fun.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't know what happened. Vodka just turned into martini in my brain.
And you're like, I have to stop for my martini. You just seem so classy on this roof, let's be honest.
Yeah, I start fighting the demon. He's like, walk on the roof. And I'm like, I'll do you one better.
Oh my God.
I like bring out my full like shaker. I'm making martinis.
I just picture you having like a belt, like a utility belt with everything in it. So you can just keep going and making the martinis. You're like, I know I have to finish this, but I would like it to be tasty while I go.
Right, if I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just have a question. If I bring the vermouth up to make the martinis, do I have to finish the vermouth too? Or is it just the vodka? You have to drink. You also have to eat the lemon peel.
And you're like, well, okay, I'll risk it.
Well, fine. And then the next one is Olivia and Lucas.
Oh, yeah.
She chooses Dare because she has this deep, dark secret. She doesn't want to choose Truth because then she might have to say a deep, dark secret to Marky. So she chooses Dare, dares her to sleep with Lucas. And what are the parameters here?
I wondered because I don't think anybody finished.
Completion? Right.
Yeah, that definitely didn't happen.
No. So was this just
enough to upset Marky
like
and then...
Yeah, I mean, Messy lives for drama.
Yeah.
It's like, could this not just be like a quick...
No.
Just like one...
Also, they started making out, and I was like, I don't think you guys need to do that for this.
Right. Like you guys are going for it, huh?
And then...
Okay.
But then I'm like, Lucas, you're kind of... Like, after... And then his is a truth while it's happening. And he has to say...
While it's happening.
Who he loves more, and he loves Marky, and then he has to tell her, and ooh, that's not great. But also, you were just making out with Olivia so hard, and he was like, I want to do this. And I was like, God damn it, Lucas. You were supposed to be like a decent dude.
They're on a break.
Fuck?
They're on a break. They broke up.
I know, but it was also like... Ugh. But they were on a break for like half an hour.
You're right.
This is pretty, I was like, messy, loving the messy.
That was the point of the movie. Like, the fact that they were in the middle of interactions. And then she like we see this happening from behind. She like grabs his throat and I was like, oh, is this what's happening? Oh, it's the demon. Okay, I thought. Mm-hmm. I don't know what I thought.
They were just really getting into it.
Yeah. It's like, oh, are we turning into like was this like a really long porn intro?
Oh, God.
Like, did I get fooled into watching something else?
Apparently there is an uncut scene for that, and a couple uncut scenes for a couple of the deaths. But that one, they had like a longer sex scene. And I was like, I'm glad that they cut it. I was like, I don't know how necessary that is. But they did say that they had a hard time filming that scene because they kept making the smile face, but then they kept laughing and they couldn't keep it together. And I was like, that's all right. I like that.
Oh, cute.
Yeah.
Man, that's such a weird situation. Like, room full of people all watching you, like, pretending to do it while, like, I don't know, man.
Well, you got to smile real weird. So
Well, you gotta smile real weird.
that's just a lot of
I would also
uncomfortable.
be like making jokes and doing the smile. Like,
How else are you supposed to get through it? Like,
right.
ugh.
This is awkward. This is awkward. And then up next is Marky. She chooses. Oh boy.
Yes,
She chooses truth because it's a okay.
Did we miss? Oh, okay.
I don't think we missed anybody, did we? We did. We missed Giselle.
Yeah, Giselle, and then what happens with?
Yeah, so Giselle is from the previous iteration of the game. We've only known her from the intro of the movie. She's on the run from cops and demon, but she's still answering her Facebook messages, which is convenient. So they reach out to her. Actually, Marky threatens her. She's like, if you don't tell us where to meet, I'm going to stand outside your parents' house and just wait for the thing to dare me to do something to them. Yeah, pretty mean, but effective.
Yeah.
So they go find her. And she's been dared to kill Olivia. So she pulls out a gun. Penelope takes the shot for her.
Yeah, but Penelope, why? Don't do that.
Still drunk. Didn't know what she was doing.
Makes me so sad.
Yeah, I was bummed too. For two reasons. Because then Giselle loses her turn, right? Because dare not complete. So she dies as well. And I was like, damn, we're down 2 players.
Yep.
Oh no, the rotation's getting shorter and shorter. And then it was Olivia, followed by Lucas, and then Marky, who that video of her dad. Okay. So we know that he did some negative behavioral things. So he made a pass at Olivia when how old were they? Were they little? How old were they?
She had to have been like probably
Middle
right
school?
before college. I would think like 16, 17.
Okay. Here was
still not a good time. Not an okay time in which to do that.
Yeah, very bad. But the reason I was asking is because in that video that Marky watches a couple times, it's her dad. He's like, I make a great steak. And she's like, I'm pescatarian. And he like opens the barbecue and is like, it's actually swordfish. He was a creep in that video, right? Was he being a creep in that video?
For saying swordfish?
Just the way he was like, but you still love me, right? Like the way that he...
Oh, I didn't like
the tone he had. Yeah, she watches that video earlier in the movie when she's sad, and I was like, yuck, what was going on there? So then later, when Olivia was like, I have this secret I can't tell Marky, I was like, something to do with the dad. I don't know.
Yeah, you were spot on.
But I wasn't sure if he was meant to be creeping at his own daughter as well.
Oh.
That's just how it...
She did say that he tried to do it before, and it wasn't. She's like, it's not your fault. I think that was about
taking his own life, not...
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That's what it was. But I mean, it could be guilt for his own daughter, but I don't think she really did miss him, and she did love
really
him.
Loved him.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah, I don't know. I think that maybe we just should have done another take.
Yeah.
Now I'm a director.
Yeah.
All right.
You could have done better.
I'm no Scab.
So you're not going to do the prequel. Good call. Good call. So Penelope's dead, and then after we go through, and then we get to Marky, and then
she like stormed off. She stormed off because her ex-boyfriend and her BFF are doing it, and she's sad. So she goes to the diner.
And she's mad at them, but I feel like I wouldn't be mad at them if I knew that this game was happening. Like,
right. Like
they're probably not having fun.
No, I mean, they were a little.
At the beginning, and then they really weren't.
Right, yeah, it took a turn. But still, I don't know. I'm going to put all of that aside. Like, let's get through this game, and then we can talk about whose genitals we're going to touch from now on. Like, oh my God, calm down. So yeah, she storms off, gets to say her truth to nobody, to just the air. And then the other two go off to Mexico because they have found a clue about what is maybe going on with this game. And this was, so I think that this also contributed to me looking back and thinking that the dad was maybe a creep, because we find a woman that this happened to, 50 years ago or something. And she tells a story about when she was little and she was in that mission where the game started in our movie. It was like a nunnery.
Yeah.
Is that what it was? Or a bunch of little kids, little girls there studying to become nuns. And the priest there was a pedophile. Yeah. And so it was just like layers of like, is that dad how much of a creep is that dad? I cannot tell.
I didn't read as much into him, and but maybe there is a whole other backstory. I don't know if this movie thought out a whole backstory.
I don't know. No, I think probably
maybe the guy is just really creepy.
Maybe that guy is creepy in real life. Yeah. No, the way that I don't know, just the way he said that line, I was like, yuck. And then I was just looking for supporting evidence the rest of the movie. But yeah, she tells the story about how she did a little bit of witchcraft, conjured up this demon, had to cut out her tongue to seal him in the mission. And some dingus broke the little pot that the tongue was in. And so Calyx is free.
Yep.
Was there anything else? I don't know. I was just like, maybe if Marky's
Brad died.
Oh, he already is dead? Not until they get back.
Oh, when they get back?
He's the next one.
Oh, damn.
He gets back. They go meet up with Brad. And this one's a bummer.
Yeah.
They're like, I guess they're at Brad's apartment. His dad comes over to talk, and he's being really sweet. He's like, You're still my son. There's more to all of these deaths going on. I'm going to protect you. And then poor Brad gets dared to steal his cop dad's gun and make him beg for his life. And this was like, oh man, it wasn't even the demon who killed him. It was another cop.
It was just another cop. It sucks because he was just like, just please beg for your life. Just please do it, please. And he was like, how is that going to help, son? I don't. And he's like, I love you. You don't have to do this. And he's like, no. Just do it.
It's not about that. Beg,
just please do it. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it and I'll put the gun down. I swear to God, just do it. So 2 people killed by proxy.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, because Olivia was supposed to be killed. Who's the other one? Who am I missing?
Was Ronnie killed by proxy? I guess not. He was like physically possessed.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, who else dies and how? Oh, yikes. They're still to come. So they finally track down Carter.
Whose name is Sam.
His name is Sam.
Which is weird because the demon still calls him Carter. And I was like, his name's Sam.
Oh.
At the end of the movie.
Broad.
I was like,
I don't know, man.
Get it together.
She doesn't trust that these other teens are like smart enough to remember both names. She's like, I better just use the name
just that they
know him by.
Okay. I guess that's a fair.
His apartment was like, what was that movie? Pulse. It was like Pulse. He was just trying to like block out the demon from being able to get into his house. Yeah.
It's great.
I don't think that's going to work.
No.
I do think I would have tried it, but not in my apartment in the city.
No.
I'm going out to the middle of the desert.
But that's what they did in Smile.
Fuck, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. Well.
And we know how that one ended. Well, I feel like even if first of all, that's not a life that you can live because you have to, like, what is he doing for food? What is he doing for beverage?
I'm not trying to live. I'm trying to save others. Oh. I'm dying. I'm not surviving this game.
Okay. Well, he wasn't worried about just dying. He was trying to survive. No. He said he'd wait it out. But, like, do you have, like, a book? But then if you have a book, is it just going to change to form Truth or Dare and then you have to do it? Like,
you can't look at anything.
Yeah. Do you just close your eyes? But even then, could you just imagine it? I don't know. I feel like that wasn't going to work. And the fact that it had worked for so long baffles me.
I think coincidence. I think that the turns were just taking longer because the group had gotten bigger.
But it should have gotten to him because he should have been right after Giselle.
We don't know that it wasn't.
That it didn't get to him?
Yeah, and he just survived it, whatever it was. Maybe he had to tell somebody that he loved them.
Oh, maybe a complete stranger. You just had to
Yeah, maybe.
be like, I love Giselle. And they were like, that's great. Happy for you. Bye. And later somebody's like, some guy on the bus just fucking told me he loved someone, and it was super weird.
It was weird.
Little do we know, everyone's just playing a game of truth or dare. We shouldn't judge.
I mean, we are now, right? They let it out into the world. If you see that smile. If you see that smile.
Do we know it's a trauma smile or a truth or dare smile?
It's hard to know. Well, I think the truth or dare smile usually says truth or dare pretty quick after appearing.
The other one just kind of stares at you.
I do think about the end of smile pretty regularly. All those teeth.
Yeah, that was a lot of
teeth. Why? Oh, because it was a scary movie.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
It was actually scary compared to. I'm sorry. I wanted, like, if like two really good movies happened and they were Happy Death Day and Smile, and if you had combined them and made them bad, that was this movie.
That's this. Yeah.
If you took out everything good about the two movies, that would be this movie. Anyway, where are we? And then they have to go to Mexico to perform the ritual with Sam.
Yeah.
Carter. And instead of just explaining to him that they can get rid of it if he just reads the saying 7 times and cuts his tongue out, which I think he would go along with if it meant he didn't have to deal with the demon anymore. Like, I would go along with it. I'd be like, yeah, I'm down. Yeah, I mean, adjust my tongue. Okay, sweet.
That's great. Sure. Especially since, like, I just met that gal who's been living in Tijuana for 50 years, hasn't had to say a word to anybody. That sounds dope as hell.
Sounds great.
I meant to look up the full translation of the spell. Did you? I knew some of it.
No, I thought Brad explained what it said. Because he was like, I took AP Spanish, I can tell you.
He did. I was on my phone. But I don't know. That's funny. I missed his English version of it, but I was reading the subtitles in Spanish.
Like, okay.
I got the gist. It was like, I'm cutting out my tongue so it can do no evil or something along those lines. I don't know. Doesn't do it. Doesn't make it happen.
No.
I really wanted I wanted that demon to show up like way more catty than she did. I do think that Marky did a good job here when she got possessed and was doing the smile.
Maybe that's how she got hired, was because she did that really well.
Yeah, maybe.
Because that's the one you want them to do the best. If they fuck that up, then that kind of fucks. Well, the movie isn't good, so I don't know. Yeah. But then again, Unfriended Me was bad, but we refer to it so fondly.
Maybe I should watch it again. Maybe it's good. Yeah, Lucas gets so they're in the middle of the ritual. Lucas gets dared by Carter/Sam while he's doing the ritual. I was like, don't say dare, don't say dare, don't say dare. He's gonna dare you to interfere.
Yeah.
And then he fucking said dare. We did skip over Olivia having to tell Marky the big bad secret.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then she told her and she was like, yeah, that's a thing. Right. And that kind of was it.
Yeah. That was like, talk to your friends, dummies.
Yeah.
But that was frustrating. Olivia chose dare, and he was like, I dare you to tell the truth. Like, and I'm like, that's against the
rules.
Come on, man.
But it is getting to a point where it's escalating to you have to shoot or kill someone. Right. So why would you choose dare at that point? Like, I was like, the other option is you're going to have to kill her or something. Like,
yeah. I'm going truth, baby.
Yeah. But she didn't want to do it. She didn't want to make it messier. She just wanted someone to die, I guess. She was like, I'd rather kill her than her know that I know.
Right. Like, what are we doing here? I just feel like I don't have any big bad secrets. Like, if I had to tell all of my secrets to save my friends, I'd do it. And I don't really think it'd be a problem.
Yeah.
And I'm going to start now. 1. I don't really like carving pumpkins. I love to see a carved pumpkin.
Okay.
I don't like getting it under my nails. I think it feels gross.
Fair. That's fair.
Thank you.
Well, that was shocking. Oh my God. Ugh.
Oh, yeah. See? We're okay, right?
Okay. We're okay.
Mad?
No.
Okay. We'll take it offline.
It's going to make next week's episode more. Oh, that's Debut Buddies.
That's Debut Buddies. Yeah.
More interesting.
That's going to be different, though. I think less goopy. Okay. So how does this end? What happens? Lucas is dared to choose to kill one of the girls.
Mm-hmm. And he chooses not to, so the demon can possess him.
Yeah.
Which
not great.
When is that rule where you can go possess somebody and then go do something that's different from doing what they need to do?
I don't know. I mean, he possessed Ronnie when he didn't complete the dare.
For him to take care of himself. Like he possesses them and they have to take care of themselves. You can't possess someone and then make them go kill someone else. That just seems unfair. There has to be a rule against that.
Man, I don't know. I feel like we need a rule book here.
Yeah. It's not fair.
They're shifting, squirming around. I don't know what I can and can't do.
Yeah.
Like, did I have to call anybody?
If he breaks the rules, is the game over? Because he broke the rules by asking a question for a dare. That's not fair.
Oh shit, did he?
Yeah, that's got to be a rule. Like, you can't change what it is. You can't do dress one up as a different.
Right. Stick to the category.
Yeah. Doesn't make any sense.
This is a big problem that I have with a lot of like fantasy novels is when like they massage the rules when it's convenient. Like, a good magic system needs to have rules. Don't go fucking with them. We're building a make-believe story here. I need you to like give me footing. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Play by the rules. Callum. What is it? Calyx. What is it?
I don't remember.
Calyx.
Did you say Crudum was one of them? I like that one.
It's Grush.
Grush?
The whistleblower.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah. And
I guess that's the end.
Yeah. He kills Sam and then he kills himself.
Yeah.
And then the two girls, she does something pretty smart and she's like, do this and then but don't do it. But choose dare, but don't do it. So then the demon possesses her, Marky.
Right.
And then she ends up inviting the demon to play truth or dare. But then that's not fair. Does that like put it in a rotation? Does it have to do weird stuff? Because it's in the rotation now.
Huh.
And I'm like, can you just dare it to fuck off?
Hey, that's not bad.
I dare you to fuck off. Because she did truth or dare. And they did truth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he's like, you can't get out of it.
But eventually, you can get this rotation.
And then the dare would be fuck off and leave everybody alone.
Yeah, get out of here.
And they'd
Beat
be like, I've been defeated by my own rules.
I'm going to write this into the rules for next time somebody conjures me.
For that rock, paper, scissors, whenever that comes along.
Yeah.
And then they do the YouTube stream and get everybody to play. And then it just ends with somebody watching the video and the friend next to them immediately turning into the demon. But does it have to go one at a time? Or is there now like 50 variations that are happening at once? Because then is it going to appear to someone like a year and a half after this occurs and they're like, what's going on? What the fuck?
And also, like, she was doing YouTube videos for Habitat for Humanity. And, like, no offense, Habitat for Humanity, this did not go viral.
What?
Like, how many people saw this
Let me see
video?
how many people follow. I didn't even think about that until you brought that up. They have 11.2 thousand subscribers. That's wonderful.
Okay. I mean, that's going to get you a pretty good rotation for a while.
They get up to 10K views, but I don't know. All these are from over 3 years ago.
Right. How,
237 from 2 weeks ago. So you're not looking at getting a lot immediately. It's a grower, it takes time.
Well, but that's not going to work, right? Because you'd have to go stream it from the mission.
Well, because she made it from there, does it count?
Oh, this was like an upload situation?
It might have
not
been.
like a... Well, no, because then wouldn't the server have to be in the mission? Like, what are the rules here?
Dude.
Oh, I thought it was a live stream.
No.
Okay.
I don't know.
Oh.
No, I can't even. I was going to pull it up to try to go to that
There's
part.
no reason. They didn't worry about that.
But it made it seem like a bunch of people were watching it.
It did.
And it was young people. Young people aren't watching Habitat for Humanity. I might watch Habitat for Humanity videos. It's not young people watching it.
But I definitely don't have like the notification on.
No.
Like I didn't get it that night while they were running away from the mission. I'm going to get that and...
Like maybe they got 5 people that saw it and then they're like, well, added to that rotation. And then it's just like, in 4 days they get it instead of in a couple hours.
Yeah, I don't think that they bought themselves as much time as
they probably
they're really
didn't.
coming out of there cocky.
Yep.
I don't think that's going to play out the way that they want it to play out. Get it? Because it's a game.
Sorry, that was a real reaction there. Didn't mean to. I'm excited for our next movie, though. I just couldn't, this movie was not. No. I don't know. This movie was, then I told you going into it, it was not going to be good. But I just I'm glad that we're doing this series because I love to talk to me, and that's what led it into this. And Bodies was awesome. But I knew that this one was going to be pretty bad. Yeah. We might not have another winner. No, I'm sorry. In our series. We should have left Bodies till the end. I knew this one was going to be a stinker. Yeah. I think Would You Rather is going to be difficult to watch because I remember it being gross. Oh. Mm-hmm. Okay, well at least that sounds like content. Yeah, I just can't remember what happens. Okay. So it's a lot of me rewatching stuff. Yeah, I love Brittany Snow. That'll be good. Brittany Snow. A nice 2012 film. Yes. That's not... What a good year. That is what we're doing next week. Yes. Yeah. Next fortnight. Yes. Would You Rather. 2012. That's Brittany Snow, peak Pitch Perfect. Beautiful. Which I'm going to talk about a lot. Most of the movie. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Oh, so I should also watch Pitch Perfect before. Okay, sounds good. Do it. I'm not going to watch the other ones. I will watch the first one. I do like. They are fun. So just get to them eventually. Okay. 2, you're going to watch the second one and be like, third one might not be worth it. And then you get to the third one and you're like, they fucking pulled it off. Did it again. They've done it again. But that'll be the fun movie to watch in between these. Yes. Yeah. Pile of great movies. Great. I don't know. It's just maybe if I hadn't seen. Oh, Truth or Dare. No, I was gonna say maybe if I hadn't seen Smile, maybe if I hadn't seen Happy Death Day. But I watched this before I watched either of those movies, and I was like, this movie sucks. But I was about to say maybe if I had never seen a good movie, this would be good. Yeah, if I had no concept for liking things or enjoyment, it could have gone either way. Could have been fine. If I had been astonished, if this was the first time I'd seen a moving picture, probably would have been the best movie ever. Or at the very least, memorable. Oh, yeah, but no. I think I'm probably going to try to rewatch this again in 2 years and just still be like, oh, God, forgot it again. That's okay, brain. You can delete this. I will say at least I've seen way worse movies. Yeah. And this one, let's say you're very drunk and you've got a bunch of very drunk people at your house
and you're like, we got to just put something on that we can make fun of, that we can talk through.
That's fair.
And that when we fall asleep, it's going to be fine.
Yeah.
You're going to get so many inside jokes out of that.
Oh,
Like the
yeah.
next day, you're going to be doing the smile at each other when you're hungover at brunch. Like, I think
really
that this is
turning
great.
this around. This might become one of my favorite movies. I
You're
just have to make it
welcome.
situational.
Yeah, I mean,
But folding my laundry and then sitting and watching it was not. It was like
not the right vibe.
yeah, it definitely was not.
The risk you do run of trying to watch it with a bunch of drunkos is that you have somebody like me coming in hot being like, I think I could drink a bottle of vodka on the
Oh
roof.
my God. And then everyone would be so supportive and be like, let's do it. Let's go outside.
Do it.
Ooh, I started reading. Well, I got to pick it back up, but Sausages. I started reading Sausages. Yeah.
Fun.
And the girl talks about how the first time she ever saw Dog Soldiers was she was in a bar and it was just on in the background. But she like was watching it and she was like on a date, but she couldn't stop looking at the movie. And then she ended up having to go find a VHS of it. And she's like, it's my favorite movie. I have so many copies. She was like, I have multiple copies of it. And I was like, that's how I felt about Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Because I have like 4 copies.
Well, you had a good system. You had your like loaner.
Yeah, you have one to loan out, one to keep.
And then one to keep.
And one you
One
didn't
to,
take out of
like,
the package.
One to, yep.
Mm-hmm. In case anything happens. And then the second
think you
loaner
ended
in
up
case
at
the first
4.
loaner was already out.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Good. I remembered your system.
Yep.
Got it. Oh, boy. Okay, so this one, Rent, definitely don't buy this. Don't buy this one.
Wait, no, I wouldn't even. I would say if it's on streaming,
Okay.
you could watch it.
Wait, where did you watch it?
Fuck.
I rented it.
I rented it too. But I'm trying to tell people not to. I'm trying to say do neither.
I mean, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you do it, if it comes out on a streaming service, maybe give it a try.
Oh, I see what
but
you
if
mean.
it's
Yes.
if you have to purchase it outside of your regular streaming subscription, maybe just wait.
You could skip this one.
Yeah.
There's other movies that could fulfill.
And we
this
can
need.
tell
Watch
you
Happy
those
Death
movies.
Day.
Yeah. If you're
Watch
looking for
Happy Death
fun,
Day.
Happy Death Day. Happy Death Day to you. Also,
Oh, so good.
and then you could watch Smile if you want to be more scared and uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So there are other movies to watch that aren't this
Or-
movie.
Hell, use one of them Snapchat filters.
Yeah.
Throw it on your own face.
Terrifying.
See how it feels.
So what all was Blumhouse doing around this time? Because I was actually really disappointed that it was a Blumhouse film.
I don't know.
Wow, only Truth or Dare is coming up for me. That can't be right. Okay, maybe I just don't like Blumhouse anymore.
It's possible.
Oh, they're doing the Five Nights at Freddy's. Oh, they did.
No.
They did
did the
Black Phone. Yeah.
They did them. They slashed them. Sorry,
They
I
did
forgot
Get
that there was
Out. Okay, this is okay. No,
Megan.
we do like We do like a Blumhouse film. They did Happy Death Day. Why the fuck that? You understood that, right?
Yes. I mean, not the words, but the vibe.
Yeah, no, the quality. We expect quality from Blumhouse is what we're saying.
Yeah,
What
what's
we
going
got
on?
was not quality, but quantity maybe. It felt like a quantity.
It did.
So in summation, this movie was quantity, not quality.
Oh, it's going to be funny if we look it up and it's like 80 minutes.
Yeah, I was like, it's not super long. I think it's like an hour and 40.
Oh, well.
Longer than it needed to be, but
Do you have any other fun facts from the trivia?
I did have one and I completely forgot what it was. So that's not good. And I was like, while we were looking at that, I was like, oh, this is the fun facts that I have. None of them were fun enough to matter.
Well,
Oh, no, now I remember. This is a really dumb one and I didn't even need to say it. The date was moved up by 3 weeks because it was supposed to come out the same weekend as Avengers, one of the final movies. And I was like, yeah, that would have been really stupid. So smart on them for coming out a little bit early. And I went and saw it when it came out. So
oh,
yeah, not because I wanted to. So this was actually one that Ryan wanted to see. And I was like, I was like, well, I'm not going to pass up you wanting to see a horror movie.
but you
Completely regret it, yes.
gotta choose better next time, boyo.
He's now learned. We now watched many wonderful horror movies. So,
Well, I think that is it for this movie. Kind of a stinker. Kind of. Next fortnight, we will be doing Would You Rather from 2012. I haven't seen it. Have you?
I think so, but it's been so long. I think I had I was sick for like a week. I think I had the flu 5 years ago. And I think it was in the handful of movies I watched during that time.
Great. We'll find out what that one is. And in the meantime, you can find us on social media at No Show Monster. You can email us, noshowmonster@gmail.com. And we will be back in 2 weeks to talk Would You Rather, 2012. Brittany Snow.
Amen. Oh.
Happy Spookies.
Happy Spookies.